Hmm. Let me think here. This line looks good, but we kind of whatever. We'll figure that out in a second. What is the rest of this gonna look like though? Because we do need to do maximum amount of damage in the north. So that we can maybe hold Dormont for another turn. I mean, so yeah, he's got Rangers. He purchased Rangers. I'm sure this is another Ranger over strength. So he's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be his whole goal, I guess, now is to push into the city. It's what I thought was gonna happen. He's gonna want to push into the city, and he's gonna wanna and just make it a meat grinder. I don't want it. I don't want that, but it's what I have to do. I mean, clearly we're gonna do that. So we've got two pieces of artillery back here. And what are their best targets? I guess this is probably a great spot. It's gonna be under so much pressure though. 5 movement. 432. Probably not. I mean, I do like the idea of killing a fucking Jackson, though. The time is now. Full assault, all angles. Doesn't matter that we don't have the money. I mean, that's literally what we're doing, so why are we not just keep doing the thing we're doing? Okay. Alright, we're killing this Jackson. That's what we want to do. Do we need to split it? I mean, because this is just going to one-shot it. So I don't need to split it. Goodbye, Jackson. Ooh, it got 3. Fuck you, Jackson. Oh, he bought bombers too. Son of a bitch. I just noticed that. Got bombers. Okay. That's not nice. Surrendered that artillery. Might as well push this guy up here. Um, I guess I should have done something different. That feels like a mistake. Hmm. Is this tank even gonna go? I guess this is gonna go up here. You gotta hit, you little piece of shit, Jackson. Before you died, you killed 3 fucking Mosses and 1 King Tiger 2. I don't like you, Jackson. I don't like you at all. Um, how much movement do you have left? 2. Oh, because of the... Yeah, that makes... Why did I not think of that? Hmm. I mean, we could... We most certainly could mess up this Jackson too. You know what? Fuck it. Let's mess up this Jackson too. This is a full assault. We're doing a full assault. I don't think it's gonna push it back though. Do it. Cause this, I kind of wish this wasn't here. Because what am I gonna do? Leave a fucking tank in a... No. What's got the best chance to push it back? The tank? I mean, that's good, but now, then you do this, and you're just asking for a ranger to eat up your Jag Tiger. And for what? Jacksons aren't going to do anything to those tigers. Especially one. Oh, actually, I could probably just. See, I don't even think I've got enough. I don't think I've got enough. I mean, the likelihood, honestly, this is a good move because the likelihood of that specific Jag Tiger getting hit by infantry seems non-existent. Yeah, let's do it. It's not dead, but it's gonna be almost dead. I want full protection there. Maybe I should have put that guy there. Would have been nicer. I don't know if I should have attacked into the Jacksons this turn or not, but fuck it. We're doing a full alpha strike back into him, and we took out lots of artillery over here. I mean, he's down to just the four, well, I guess 5 artillery here. That's good. And then he's got at least 3 artillery over here, maybe? Or just 2. And then we've got recons coming up. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, clearly we're going to get a recon coming up here because you know we're going to have more city fighting. And we're going to need these bikes to help clear. I mean, both of them are going to go there. I'm just thinking, do I might need the bikes over here instead to help along on that front? Maybe, but I definitely feel for sure that they're gonna have use over here. I just wish, yeah, I guess you're just gonna sit behind it. Doesn't matter. And then now I think you might come into play, Mr. Buck Pioneer. We might actually need your services for crossing a river at some point. And yeah, we've got to figure out really the buying now. Let's say we put you here and we just heal you cheaply. Although it's probably a bad play. I just don't even know. I mean, our AA coverage is pretty amazing. And he just has some Tempests coming in. Like, he's got a pretty... oh yeah, he's got the bombers. That's right. He's got the bombers now. What is he gonna do with those bombers? Bad things. Things that I can't really stop or solve because I don't have big artillery. I don't even have fighters. What's a cheap? I mean, these are all cheap. 340, even that's cheap. 350 versus getting the 88, which is 420, or the 550. I mean, if you're worried about cost, just get by another jet. Is going to be a great cost investment to dealing with those bombers. Hmm. And what are we sitting on though? We're sitting on 7. So yeah. But we can't do that because this, we do have to worry about that a little bit. I mean, Comet's pretty cheaply effective too. I mean, this might actually be a pretty good bomber interceptor. I think that's kind of like night fighter slash bomber interceptor. I think that's what these were really used for. I mean, I just have to figure out what is gonna sit right here. Probably just a buck pioneer, right? I mean, this unit can't really attack that position. I'm not sure what he's gonna do over there. I really do not want to spend $136 to heal you, but what other choice do I have? Just not sure what we want to buy, right? Like 6. I mean, it's 6 points. Just buy a comet, be done with it. Or buy this and an AA, but that's a lot of money, and we're worried about money. But in the 88's not even gonna get up into the field to actually be useful for 2 turns, maybe even 3. Maybe it's worth it for these things to use it for these guys. It's probably worth it. I'm gonna run these. I'm gonna test them out. It's either that or the K. But that's 15. Whatever. Buy one of each. Yeah, let's buy one of each. Purchase. Yeah, now we're just. Does this want to heal? I mean, it doesn't want to die. It'll probably die, though. I'm not gonna heal it. I don't know. Should I heal it? No. Let's see if he kills it. And like, do I heal these normal basic bitch infantry? God, I don't want it. I don't. I mean, the AA coverage here is just spot on. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just gonna be bombers, right? That's the thing. Um. Alright, I think that's good then, for now. We still have 700 prestige, which is good. And we made the purchases that we made, which was just um, another Buckeye Pioneer to quote unquote hold this line, and some fighters, some cheap fighters, because clearly he still wants to fight in the air, and we still want to damage him in the air, um, because that's a good source for us to fight. And he's got a lot of damage planes, like damage Tempest, full strength Tempest, and then two damaged P-61s, and then he's got two bombers. So we'll keep fighting in the air because we have a strategic bomber we want to protect. We have a half strength Me-262. We've got a Comet, and now we've got these little fighters. And I kind of want to see if what's the difference between the BF-109K and the HE-219 if they get to survive and their intended role right now is to do damage to the B-17 and to prevent damage from the B-17 as bomber interceptors. So we will see which one of them really performs that role that much better. Um, and I just yeah, and they're both going to provide fighter coverage, so we need some fighter coverage. We could have probably just bought a lot more recon. I mean, 6 points, that's three different bikes that I could have got. But do I really need three more bikes? I don't think I do. I hope I don't. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm gonna be sad that I didn't make a bike purchase or something, but we'll find out because we've got two bikes, coming up as replacements. He's got these bombers, and I want to deal with these bombers, so that's why I got those extra fighters. And we'll see if that really matters or not. But we've done a full attack. He pushed into us in the south after we tried to clip this small advancement in this in the hills here. And when we clipped it, he tried to make us pay for it by killing our Jag Tiger. He didn't quite kill it, but he came damn near close. And we responded by just completely collapsing his front. We punctured his front. We surrendered the super heavy, the T-28, and we killed supporting units here, artillery, AA, infantry. We broke a hole in his front line, and we encircled this T-26 that's pushing up on the road. Like, it's not, this isn't this front line does not look good for him. I wonder what his counterattack is going to look like. I am worried about the Moss. It is vulnerable. It is the spearhead, right? It is the spearhead of the attack, so that also makes it the most invulnerable to being cut off and encircled and doing all types of nasty things. But we've even pulled an artillery up from the back lines just as a damage sponge almost, just something to hold that hex. So it's a little bit harder to encircle our Moss. He could still do it right now pretty easily, but hopefully, hopefully the Moss survives and he doesn't do what we did and encircle the Moss and surrender it. We're giving the Moss the best fighting chance it has, and we might lose this artillery. That's fine. We don't care. Um, the Jag Tiger might even get fucked up a bit too. That's okay, but we'll see, right? We'll see how this counterattack works. We'll see what he pushes back into us. We tried to damage as much as we could on this front line. We almost killed these engineers here. We killed these scouts over here. Um, so he has a lot of tanks and he has a lot of artillery to counterattack, and he's got an AT here. But hopefully he doesn't counterattack back too strongly, and we can start making some advancements, recapturing some of these towns in the south, getting some more money, helping to continue the push and the snowball, and maybe we do get to take Wiesbaden. But the next couple of turns really are going to determine that outcome. And the north is looking good. Like, I don't know. Can we take Wessel? I don't know. Maybe. We were able to kill, most all of the infantry on the front line. He's only got the infantry that he just purchased back at Wessel, and then he's got these paratroopers. So this is a pretty weak line as far as infantry goes. He's got a lot of artillery left. We've attacked into his AT force, so he just has two half-strength Jacksons. So he doesn't have that much pieces left really to stop us or to counterattack us. So I think the north is going to go well. I don't think there's any vulnerability to Dortmund anymore. I think we'll hold Dortmund for the next few turns for sure, easily. And we're going to try to put pressure on Wessel here and take Wessel out. Um, and that seems a lot more likely now. That seems a lot more possible, a lot more doable. We'll see how he chooses to defend Wessel. We'll see if he chooses to counterattack from Wessel, and we'll see what he tries to do in the north. But the north is looking good. We've got bike reinforcements. We have some fighter coverage. We already have the pieces in the correct places to really hold Dormont and to really secure the town and to have a decent fight, in the town. Next turn we're probably gonna need to buy some more infantry, some more bikes. I'm gonna guess maybe I should have sold this ME262 and I should have bought more bikes, because it's gonna be a meat grinder here, and we're gonna need more reinforcements. So I guess we'll see, right? And then the south too. We'll see what that's gonna look like. But it's looking really interesting. A lot of moves happen this turn. Um, and and there's a lot to see now what the counterattack will be. Now what will we pay for these kind of attacks that we've done? Um, but we'll see. And I'll go ahead, um, and submit this, and we'll go from there, right? And we'll see what it all looks like in the next coming turns. All right, but yeah, surrendering that T-26 was awesome. All right, so I'm gonna end the turn and submit it. Alright, and he did this already, but I'm gonna actually take a break a bit before I do my next turn. So I'll see y'all later.